I always used to be the shy kid that didn't stood up for himself because I didn't want it to cause any trouble. I thought if someone gave me shit, I just had to take it because otherwise things might escalate. But because of that, I was never respected, and I just hoped nobody would get angry at me, which made me invisible and boring to most people. If you can relate to that, this analysis is for you because Harvey Specter will lean into this exact character that forces people to respect him being the most confident man in the room without escalating anything.
Harold, this is Harvey Specter. He's our best closer.
Says here that Cooper won't be staying on as honorary vice president.
That's right, I don't want him around.
Instantly, by the way he talks and the way he looks, you can see that he's in an aggressive mood. So you need to be careful of how to act in this scenario to not escalate anything.
He wouldn't be around. It's an honorary position.
Now listen how he really pronounces every single word, as if to say, "Are you stupid? Listen to me. Do you not understand what I'm saying?" You know, kind of like he's talking to a toddler who just learned speaking for the first time.
I don't give a shit.
Well, I think you do, because that's what's changed since I left, which means it's you who's been dealing in bad faith.
Well,
Now listen again how he went down with the voice at the end of a sentence. Always go down with the voice at the end of a sentence. Make statements, not questions. Big men always make statements, not questions. Even when they make questions, they usually go down with the voice.
now that you've got a grasp on what's happening in the goddamn interim, what are you gonna do about it?
You know, again, obviously, he's trying to escalate it. He's pretty much asking for it. If you would be stupid, you would play his game and escalate the situation, and it would just be a mess. He's probably trying to play this role where, you know, he intimidates the other one to make him do what he wants to. Don't even play his game. Don't escalate it. Just try to stay as logical as possible. Don't start showing your emotions. If you talk to this guy, you know, if that guy would be real in real life, a lot of people would probably get emotional really quickly. That's the worst thing that you could do. Getting emotional is natural, but showing him that would be stupid because it would give him reasons to just go off on you.
Because he's not getting that title.
Well, let me make...
Now right here, you can see how Harvey Specter de-escalated the situation in a calm way without losing, you know, the ground that he had, you know, without compromising his position. The way he avoided his eye contact by looking away to the side, you know, looking to his partner, you know, what's going on here, right? You can see that with predators in the animal kingdom, it's really primal, but if you look at them too much, they will start getting angry. They start attacking you. So of course you don't want to look away a whole time here, but if you would hold this eye contact, you would kind of give him an invitation to attack you. So the way he, you know, breaks the eye contact to the side here as well, which is important, because if he would have done it to the floor, it would have been submissive. And because his partner is sitting here, it gives him a reason to do it to the side. So there's really no loss for him.
Make sure I understand this, okay? We negotiated a deal that gave you everything you wanted. Mr. Cooper signed it. And now you won't close until we take away the last shred of his dignity?
Two things, right? First and foremost, of course, you know, going down with his voice again. You can see it throughout the entire clip. But also the way he kind of narrows down everything. So whatever, you know, when he agrees, which he will, he can easily destroy the proposition that he made. You know, he brings him into a situation where he can't really back out of, where he has his word that he thinks a certain way, and then he can tell him why he's wrong.
Bingo.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
And why the hell not?
Because I like Mr. Cooper, and my firm doesn't operate in bad faith.
Oh.
Again, going down with his voice, and while doing that, the strong eye contact just shows a lot of confidence, a lot of dominance.
I see how it is. Instead of working Cooper, you're working me. Well, why don't you take your pansy attitude back in there and make him sign my deal? Or I'll pay someone else your money to do it for me.
Well, first of all, Gerald, if you think anyone's gonna...
Now that's where he held ground, you know, without escalating the situation, okay? He held the strong eye contact, showing that he's not backing out. There's really two ways you could have dealt with this, or two ways normal people would have dealt with it, which is either escalating it by holding too much eye contact and then being like, why are you talking to me like this? Are you mad? And then it would have just given him a reason to blow up on you. Or the second option, which probably a lot more guys nowadays would do, is, you know, be like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, avoid the eye contact, look at the ground like a kid who's just being punished. Harvey kind of does a mix of that, where he holds strong eye contact to the point where he almost blows up on him, but he then, you know, as you can see here, diffuses the situation by walking away from him. You know, he doesn't give him a reason to blow up, but he also doesn't really lose his position. He doesn't start being a coward. The way he does it is he faces the other direction, offers him his back, which is very confident, very dominant, because it's like, you know, I don't really care about you. I don't care what you do. In real life, this can be very dangerous, you know, if you in a fight and you walk off on someone and you can easily get hit from the back. But in this kind of argument where he also has his partner here, that's not really a risk. So he's really just de-escalating the situation this way.
To touch this deal after your bad faith, you're mistaken. Second,
notice how slowly he walked and how slowly he got into his seat. I'm going to replay it, and I want you to look at how slowly he moves. Big men always move at their own pace. It's dominant, it's confident, and it's really, really good. James Bond did it. Tommy Shelby did it. Tommy Shelby even blinked really slowly, you know, at his own pace. That's something you can do as well.
Pay someone else your money to do it for me.
first of all, Gerald, if you think anyone's going to touch this deal after your bad faith, you're mistaken. Second,
that was really, really slow. Also, how slowly he got into his seat. Like, that was almost in slow-mo.
the way our agreement works is the minute Cooper signed the deal which gave you everything you wanted,
And also throughout the entire clip, he's constantly gesturing out of this area. It's the area around your belly button. There's been this social behavioralist guy, body language dude, who like wrote a book about it. And there are these different planes. There's the excitement plane up here where you know, people get excited when you gesture up here, or you yourself get excited. And then right here around your belly button, it's called the truth plane. You will see people who will sell you stuff doing it a lot, politicians doing it a lot. When you gesture in the truth plane, people will tend to trust you more, even though what you're saying might not be true. So essentially, vendors or people who sell you stuff get taught to gesture in this way, because it gets a lot more sales, because people believe you in what you're saying. They believe that your product is really what you're telling them to be, even though this might be wrong. You don't need to be like that. Don't need to be true. When politicians gesture in this area, it's purely to influence you to think a certain way, which is to trust them more. And you will see Harvey Specter doing it the whole time.
fee was due and payable, which is why at 7:30 I received
Again, you saw him gesturing out of this kind of area right here.
confirmation of a wire transfer from escrow indicating payment in full.
Right here, if you didn't know the scene, this right here is fake. It's not real. He's essentially like baiting him by saying he already paid, although he doesn't. That's not a real receipt. But he does it in a way that's so confident that you're sure that he's true, because he's talking in this dominant, confident way where you're like, okay, this can't be lying. You will see that this strong eye contact is essentially telling you, oh, this guy's confident in what he does. And also his entire face doesn't change up. So you have no reason to think that this right here is not real. And also the way he kind of pushes it closer to him to read it, you would never guess that this right here is fake. Right here, you saw how he quickly, folded it away, because he knows that it's not real and he doesn't, want to take the risk.
So I'd say the ball's in your court, but the truth is your balls are in my fifth.
Right here, the way he stands up is really great. It's the best way to stand up. Okay, again, it's the little things, but little things add up.
So I'd say the ball's in your court, but the truth is
the way he gets out of his chair, it is fast. Ideally you don't want it to be fast, but in this case it makes sense that it's fast, right? He puts his arms on the arm, the size of the arm. I always forget how it's called. I think it's arm length. He gets his arms on the armrest, right? And this way he just makes himself a lot bigger than he actually is. This is the best way to stand up because you take up a lot of space. And if you don't have armrests where you can push yourself up from, place your hands on your knees or your thighs and push yourself up from your legs. This will do the same thing. You will still cause a big frame. And also notice how while he's doing it, he's holding strong eye contact.
Balls are in my fist. Now, I apologize if that image is too pansy for you, but I'm comfortable enough with my manhood to put it out there. Now get your...
Now look at this. First and foremost, he flips what he just, how he just got insulted back on him. But also, because I said, it has a reason that he got up so fast, it did. Because he used it to get really close to him, to emphasize his point, to show that he's in charge now. That this guy has nothing that, he can throw back at him. There's a rule in the book, 48 Laws of Power. It's called, it's the only one I really remember. I read the book like a year ago. And it's called Stir Up Water to Catch Fish. And essentially it says, when people are emotional, don't react. Be unfazed. Let them go crazy. First and foremost, if you don't react when someone's emotional, they will get louder. They will get more emotional. If they were angry before, by you not reacting, they'll get more angry. And secondly, if people will see you and this guy is screaming at you and you're not reacting, you will look like you're in charge and this guy is weird. Even if that guy might be right, by him being emotional and getting louder and louder and you're not reacting, he seems like the weird one. It's so powerful, okay? It works in real life. I've tried it a couple times. It's really, really useful, okay? So stir up water to catch fish.
Ass in there and close the goddamn deal.
That was it. That was it from the scene. Thank you for watching. Stay big, man.